y'all doing this morning? Monday, here we are. Start of a new week. Motivation and inspiration, baby. Shout out to everybody that's getting up, going to work, going to school, getting the kids up, already at work, different time zones. Everybody and their mama, you know how we get down, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to start this one off. I hope you tapped in with the plug already this morning. Read up, charged up, got the battery on 100%, ready to go. But I like to give a special dedication, and today it's the people who've been hurt by words. And I wanted to say that because as a child we're taught sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. But as I grew a little, gained a little wisdom in this world, I've learned that words, they do hurt, man. Words can pierce you like a bullet if you allow them to. And in this thing called life, everybody is going to hear some harsh words. That's something that we all universally have in common. Like I said, we're not as divided as it seems. And those harsh words can come from friends, family members, your children, a spouse, people you don't even know who just comment on your art that you create, someone in traffic that's cutting you off. But for some reason, when those words, those harsh words anyway, come from somebody that's close to us, man, they really hurt. They really can pierce you for a long time and change your trajectory of life and really dim your light. And the sun ain't shining right now, so that's why I'm being the light, throwing this energy to everybody out there. But I started to look around at the world, and what I noticed the most are most people are hurting by some words that came from someone extremely close to them. And so on this Monday morning, I want to encourage everybody to let go. Let go and let God. Because the only words that you should really be listening to is God's word. Open up that Bible and see what God say about you. And to my non-believers, we can throw some James Allen in there. As a man thinks, so is he. We can throw some Ralph Waldo Emerson in there, some Napoleon Hill, and thoughts are things. So what are you thinking about? Even in a room full of 1 million people, you're still only with yourself. So if you ain't having a conversation with God, who are you talking to? Is that conversation positive? Is it uplifting? Is it moving you into a higher level, a higher realm of life? Or is it pulling you down to a lower frequency? See, no matter how you want to look at this from a spiritual perspective or a religious perspective, that internal conversation, that hidden presence that no one can see, but we all know it's there, that's what's really moving life. That's what's controlling everything. Some call it consciousness. Some call it spirit. But I think we all have to agree that it's there. And it's the reason that how we're all connected, how we're all aligned. And so if we can get on the same frequency and understand that we align, and maybe we all start throwing some positive energy out here and some positive loving words, who knows? Who knows what can happen, right? I mean, we can look around at the world and see all the tragedies that continue to unfold day after day after day. But honestly, are you surprised? Look at what type of energy is being thrown by the mainstream medias. Look at the social medias. I mean, I don't know about you guys, man, but it's extremely hard to keep my algorithm positive, not showing some negative content or something I just really don't want to consume. You look at a video for 3 seconds and oh my God, the algorithm was like, here, take 50 of these. And I'm just doing my little part to, in your algorithm, just be a bright spot. Hold on, what was that? What did he say in that video? And I've had a few people, recently say that they view me as a preacher, and I promise you I'm not a preacher. I really just step back at the world and I see myself in everybody who your whole life you just been looking for the right direction, the right way to go, and you just keep running in a dead end and roadblock and getting let down and get disappointed. And the best part about all the worldly disappointment is it led me to myself. It taught me to seek the kingdom first, and then you'll get all the worldly riches. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Not influence, but encourage you to seek the kingdom. Because this world wants you sad, it wants you traumatized. And one of the best parts about really seeking the kingdom is I can look out in the world and I can see who wants to judge me, who wants to use me, right? Because your pureness, you being authentic, it's gonna irritate the people that's fake in the world. So it's kind of like a repellent versus when you being fake, it's hard to know out here who faking as well. When I had a mask up pretending to be something I wasn't, I was running into a bunch of people that was playing that same character. But now that I done took the mask off and I'm just being my raw, pure, authentic self, and I've connected with so many individuals across the world that I never thought that I would even know, and we still growing, we still aligning. We at 30K on the way to 100 mil. I am you, you are me. And like I said, I really want everybody to walk away from hearing me talking like, hey, I really can make this happen if I want to. Because I just stepped out on faith, and every day I'm just getting a little further in the deep end. It's like a swimming pool when you learning to swim. And you start off in the 3 feet and then the 5 feet, and you like, hey, bro, I want to make sure my feet can touch the bottom of this thing no matter what. And now I'm out here just swimming, dummy deep in the ocean, on faith, aligned with spirit. I know a lot of individuals are out there as well, and there's some people that's in the beginning of their journey, trying to step out on faith, trying to start believing. Because you don't hear about concepts about faith in the world. Like something that's really cool to me, I'm so glad I just remembered this, is when you talk about God or anything like that, people be like, all right, well, whatever imaginary person you believe in or whatever person in the sky. And I don't find that offensive. It's like, if your 4-year-old kid is outside playing with 2 action figures using his imagination, you encourage him, right? Mark Zuckerberg had to use his imagination to create Facebook, right? When I'm playing basketball and I'm on the court, I'm using my imagination on how I'm gonna set up the offense and what move I'm gonna do to get to the rim. The only people who criticize having an imagination are the individuals who don't have one. Because for your automatic assumption to be, if a person believes in God, that they're talking about a magical individual figure in the sky, and you really ain't really dug into this thing and studied. You're just going off the external image that the world has presented to you. But to all my people who get laughed at, or they say, oh, you got an imaginary friend in the sky, that's cool, bro. Keep your imagination. It's a preview of life's coming attraction. Like, as much as words hurt, we have to not allow the thoughts, the feelings, the moods, and the beliefs of other people to affect us, because it's all a projection. Like, once you really understand that everything that people say out their mouth is a projection, you move through life differently. When I first started YouTube, I didn't even read comments. I didn't care to see what people thought of me. I didn't know if it was gonna be positive or negative, but it was just like I made probably a few hundred videos and just threw them out there and just walked away from it. And then to see how much love came, was like, wow, okay. Like, I remember telling a few people around me that I was gonna make a channel and that I wanted it to be about like history and knowledge. And on life, everybody around me told me it was a bad idea. Nobody supported this. They was like, I don't think people really are interested in stuff like that. Or, everybody around me shot it down. And here we are now. And though this video might get 100 views, maybe get 100 million, who knows? It's the fact that I stepped out on faith to say that you really can do anything that's inside your head and bring it to this material world, and other people will enjoy it. And if I can do it, you can do it too. And there's so many people around me. When I said I was about to be an actor, they was like, whatever. And I done been in a few movies. I said I was gonna be in a model. They was like, you ain't gonna be no model. And I did like 15 fashion shows. Anything I've ever said I was gonna do, I've done. Because I believe in myself that much. And I know it's contagious. So I'm doing like the Puff Daddy and Mace and Mo Money, Mo Problem. Well, Puff Daddy used to dance in all the videos. But Mo Money, Mo Problem, they had the shining suits on. That's what we doing. We sharing that type of energy right now. We at the golf course, and I really don't believe more money, more problems either. I believe the more money you get, it allows you to create more problems. But the more money I get, the more peace I have, the more bliss I have. The happier my family is, the more vacations we get to experience, you know? Like, life is what you make it. And in a world that tries to tell you if you get money, you got to be selling your soul to the devil. Who said God don't want you to be rich? Whoever said that? I'm not talking about what the mega pastors do with their money. I'm not talking about what the athletes and the entertainers do with their money, because every person is an individual. But just because they was corrupt with their money means I'm gonna be corrupt with mine. I mean, you would be corrupt with yours. I don't live life through a blanket perspective. That's our biggest weakness, is that we can be misled to look at things from a blanket perspective, and it makes sense because we all have flight or fight inside of us. So we gotta, protect ourselves and protect our loved ones. And you look at things and they don't look right. But as you grow, you learn to slow down with judgment, because that's what the world takes advantage of. The world takes advantage that you're gonna react instantly. Like, I haven't seen what the news looks like off of these recent shootings over the weekend. I've just seen like bits and pieces on here on Twitter, but I can only imagine what CNN and what Fox, it was MSNBC, and how many alerts you get into your cell phone, and it's all fear porn. Oh my God, not another one. Get these guns off the street. Get these illegal aliens off the street. It just, everything is to keep you divided. There was a lot of beautiful things that happened over the weekend. I'm almost sure of it. You will not hear about it on the TV. I'm sure in your personal life. Hey, let me know in the comments below what happened good this weekend in your life. If you made it to this far in the video, let me know what good happened in your weekend. And it may not be you. It could be your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your auntie, your grandchildren. It could be anybody. But let me know what good things happened in your life this weekend, because that's what's contagious. Is that you cannot turn on the TV, you cannot go to an airport, you can't go anywhere without the TV putting you in a state of fear, worry, anxiety, panic, and making you look at your neighbor like, do I need to grab the strap? Is he a threat? I understand that there's danger in the world, but I also understand that there's other loving individuals in the world. And because I've been in the face of death, I don't allow that to keep me in a state of fear anymore. A lot of individuals who've never really experienced death or the loss of somebody close to them, they like, oh my God, I don't have nothing to be scared of, man. My mama is dead and I got dead children. So the flower that created me and flowers that come from me have left earth. So I understand one day I'll leave this thing too. And while I'm here, I'm not gonna let anybody or anything keep me in a state of fear, worry, and panic. Nah, you can have guns, I can have guns too. You bleed just like I bleed. And not in an arrogant way, but that's just a reality. That's why you should be so stoic and so calm. You don't see these UFC fighters walking around hyper trying to fight all the time. The individuals in the hood where I grew up who was the loudest, they was the softest. They was the mama's boys. They dressed the nicest, had all the J's, and they was the ones who lost their life at a young age. Well, a lot of bullet holes inside of them, or they in jail right now. Nothing ever comes from faking. Nothing ever comes good from faking. You can last a long time pretending with that negative energy, but eventually you have to run up to your front door and you got to reap what you're putting out to this world. And on this Monday morning, man, I hope that you spend this day putting out positive energy, that you uplift everybody around you. I hope this video inspires you to call your best friend and say, hey, I just want you to have a good day at school today. Have a good day at work. Call your mama and say, Mom, have a good day at work. Call your dad and say, hey, Dad, I just wanted to tell you, thank you for teaching me to ride a bike. He can be like, what? That was 25 years ago. Yeah, but I just want to say, man, I'm really grateful for everything that you've taught me. Like, why not start everybody's week around you on a high vibration? You got that power. And ain't that crazy to think about that you, yes, you watch this video, you got that much power to affect all the individuals around you. In traffic, your coworkers, when you go in the gas station, you can hold the door for them. You can smile at the lady at Starbucks. You can say, have a good day when you leave McDonald's. You can say, God bless to the person when you walk outside of Walgreens. There are just so many small ways to make a big impact on all the people around you. But we be so stuck in our own head with our own problems and our own worries and how I'm gonna pay these bills and how I'm gonna do this, and that you forget that that's why you show stress. It's because you're trying to handle it and you don't want to let God figure it out. Yeah, we all got things that we need to handle. We all have issues. We all have bills, right? But when has worrying ever fixed those problems? Say thank you for all the blessings coming my way. Live in a state of gratitude, a thing of expectancy. And then go out here and be a light to everybody else around you. And watch how your problems get fixed. And that probably sounds crazy, right? Like a lot of people like, how my problems gonna get fixed if I don't spend all day thinking about them? How does your body feel when you think about stress and worry and negative events all day? Do you feel calm? Do you feel peace? Now flip that. How do you feel when you go play with a baby? When you have a positive interaction with somebody? Don't you feel just a little different if you went to an elderly home and read books, went to some kids and read some books? Like there's just so many ways to change your energy and change your vibration and therefore uplift your life. As crazy as it sounds. But I wouldn't tell you to do anything that I haven't done myself. Because I used to live life with a 24/7 dark cloud on the top of my head. And now I walk around and the sun ain't shining right now, but on God, the sun is always shining within me. Like I said, you can put me in the worst of the worst and I'm going to find a way to be happy while I'm escaping out of it. Because this video game called life is supposed to test you. It wouldn't make sense if it was easy for us, truthfully. Would you want life to be easy? Like everything that you overcome, every hardship, don't you feel a little better about yourself? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I accomplished it. When you play, if you play sports, ain't you happy when you get a little better jumper? When you dribble the ball a little better? If you're a receiver, you getting off the block a little faster? If you run track, you getting over the hurdles a little better, the pole vault? We all want to keep growing. We all want to get better. We all want to become the best versions of ourselves. But nothing worth having is easy. And on this Monday morning, I want you to know that you can have anything that you want in life. And I say that a lot. I'm hella repetitive. But where else do you hear positive messages on a consistent basis, right? So you got to get it to stick inside your head, because in the Master Key System, and I reference that book a lot because it's really valuable to me, our brain is always looking for new connections. And I was at a park yesterday and it was some 2-year-old, 3-year-old kids and they knew all the cuss words already. Every single cuss word them little boys was saying, and that's a product of their environment. And I never know who's gonna stumble across these videos, whether it's a 4-year-old kid or an 85-year-old somebody or 66 or 33 or whatever, 25. But Spirit is always looking for fuller expansion. If it's air in your body, that means God still has a purpose for you. So give your art to the world and you never, ever, ever can imagine the ways that you will be blessed. Spread love, spread positive vibes, be the change you wish to see in the world. Have a fantastic Monday. I love you all. Share this with somebody who needs it. And once again, man, call somebody that you know and just speak life into them. Just because. Just because you have the ability to make their day better. The highest form of currency is love. Spread it out. Just give it away like crazy, baby. Blow $1 million today, baby. Drop a bag on somebody. We outie. Peace.